Guys, welcome back to the series I'm calling Truck versus Snow. On previous episode, I test drove the 2021 Nissan Titan Pro 4X. But right now, it's all about this truck. This is a brand new 2021 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4 Duramax Carbon Pro. I mean, it's got a long name. I'll explain it in a second. But for 2021, GMC is making a couple of changes to their diesel-powered trucks. This is why we have it right here. But it's not really about the engine and all that stuff, although I'll tell you about that in a second. But it's about this. It's about snow performance, tires, and what it's like to drive a truck in the snow. This AT4, as before, is riding on these Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac tires, and these are rated M&S. There is no special snowflake rating on this, no winter rating. But if you can take a look here, they do have a little bit of siping, and they're very aggressive. In previous testing, I like these tires even on snow and ice, but right now I'm going up into the mountains to see exactly how this truck performs in the snow on an icy road in the mountains. So before we go there though, in the Titan, I also showed you kind of how much the truck weighs, so you kind of get an idea for how it's equipped. This truck has 1,451 pounds of maximum payload. The gross vehicle weight is 7,100 pounds. So this truck weighs about, 5,700 pounds? So a little bit less than the Titan actually. But here's the big number. Come back down here. Maximum towing is 8,800 pounds. For 2021, GMC has stepped up their tow ratings on the diesels, and they're also making them more affordable. But before I tell you about it, let's jump in. Let's go up in the mountains. As always, the AT4 is a very nicely equipped truck. As you can see, really nice interior that's a little bit unique. You can tell that by the seats and kind of some of the trim and the AT4 in the headrest. So that hasn't changed much for the last couple of years. What has changed is that for 2021, they are making this diesel engine more affordable by about $1,500. So if you are looking at the Sierra with a 5.3 liter, it's only about $900 to get the diesel. Starts pretty easy. The truck was a little bit warmed up before I got to it, so there was almost no delay in this colder temperature. Now I'm gonna put it in 4 auto for now. So this truck is equipped with an automatic 4-wheel drive system. What does that mean? So it still has the 4 high and 4 low range gearing, but in auto mode, it's sending most of the power to the rear tires, or all of it to the rear tires, until slip is detected, and then it transfers some power to the front. The Titan doesn't have that feature, and it's kind of handy because when the road conditions change like this, right now I'm on pavement, but in about quarter mile here, I'm gonna climb into the snowy conditions, and the automated all-wheel drive system makes it very easy. There is no crabbing when I'm turning, and I still have the traction capability of a 4-wheel drive system. So they made this diesel more affordable. They increased the towing capability of this truck by recertifying it. It's not really mechanically any different, but they went in through all the data according to GMC. They recertified it using the same J2807 standard for towing, and now 2-wheel drive Sierra diesels can tow up to 9,300 pounds. This truck can tow about 8,800. I'm going to turn on my heated seats, the bottom and the back, and here on the steering wheel I have my steering wheel heat button, heated steering wheel. And in a second here, I'm going to do kind of the similar test I did with the Titan. I am going to try to accelerate on this snow-packed road from a dead stop, and then also try to lock up the brakes and see how the braking is doing. Basically, mostly just testing the tires. yes, you can have the most clever all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive system in the world, but if the tires are not there, if the tires are not the right brand or type for the condition, then just forget about it. This truck is riding on a 2-inch lift from the factory, just as before. Rancho shocks. And in case you're wondering, the total price on this truck, including the sunroof, all the options, all the luxury features, is just under $65,000. So it's getting up there in price. But like I said, they're making it more attractive to get the diesel engine. It's still very fuel efficient, still very powerful and quiet. I don't know if you can tell that, but it's very, very quiet. It's very unlike any other heavy-duty diesel or most other diesels. But after you add all the options, of course, and convenience features, the price gets up there. So as you can see, the road is getting a little bit more sketchy. And this is not a very scientific test. It's not a lab comparison. But what I wanted to do here is kind of show you how these trucks drive and how they behave in rough weather. So here I'm coming up to this kind of a dead end, and I'll be able to show you how it accelerates. So before I do that, let me turn off my traction control. Okay, that's that. So let me try an acceleration. Hey guys, I don't know if you were able to tell from that side view, but that was 4-wheel drive auto. I was getting low traction warning on my readout here in the gauges and in my heads-up display. So right now I put it in 4-wheel drive high. So let's see how that works. So a couple of things. First of all, 4-wheel drive auto versus 4-wheel drive high. Very similar performance. I still got the same traction warning system. I got pretty good acceleration. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, the engine was revving really high, and the tires seem to be clawing just right. On the way down, looks like the DuraTrack offers a decent amount of traction. Let me show you one more time. When I brake, see if you can see the wheels lock up. That was kind of a very slow speed braking. Yes, the ABS is coming on. I can hear it. I can feel it. But it seems like when I compare it against the tires, the general grabbers, I feel like from about the same speed, the DuraTrack offers just a little bit more traction in this condition. Whoa, I really cleared a whole line with this tires in the GMC. So I hope you get a good sense for how this truck behaves stock once again. And the video series continues. You can go back and look at the Titan video on this channel, or come back very soon to see the Ford Raptor tackle the same test. As always, go back to TFLoffroad.com and TFLtruck.com for all the latest news, views, and real world. It doesn't get any more real than this, reviews.